Hi everybody, this is Jenny from Cosmic Cards Healing. This reading is going to be for the Scorpio Collective for June 2019. I like to do card readings that are focused on self-growth and change. I think if you want to obtain a life of pure joy and peace, and all of that comes from within yourself. It's not obtained from anything outside of you. So the more and more that you learn to look at the lower energies that you carry within yourself or you create around yourself and break them down, that's how you find more peace and joy within. All right, so let's get started. For week 1, you have the 10 of Stones. This lady looks like she's in deep thought and she wants to grow something. As you can see, she's putting her energy into trying to grow something. So I asked for a clarification of the card, and she's trying to grow something within her environment. All right. This could be anything from a relationship to a friendship to a new job, maybe a new health, new diet, it could be anything. So it's going to be different for everyone else, but on the first week, you're going to be trying to think about what you would like to manifest in life and things that you would like to change within yourself. This could also mean like a temporarily loss of something, but I think it's more along the lines of what you want to grow in life, okay? And sometimes we need, in order to do that, we need to surrender an idea of how we thought things were going to go, or an idea of the way that we thought our life should go. I pulled some extra cards for you guys, and with that one I got the Family Harmony card. Now, if you don't have family, maybe this is just more harmony in your life and around you, like soul family, soul tribe, carrying that light for others, okay? Surrendering to old ways and carrying the light for others, like shining it and guiding people towards a more peaceful life that you would like to create. Because the next card that we got to clarify week 1 was peace. And you can see that they're in like a green pasture. So if you want to build anything, it needs to be built on solid ground, solid foundations with lots of love, okay? So it looks like they're trying to plant this egg down into the ground, into something solid and healthy. And then for week 2, we got the wheel, which this is the karmic wheel. So depending on, we can create karma or we can create dharma. So if this is upright, that's creating dharma. So like the good things that you give out. So if you're giving out peace, you get peace back. And then we can create karma, the wheel spinning the wrong way, by the consequences that we choose. So this could be like good consequences or bad. But if you want to create karma, maybe we didn't make the best choice, so we created karma in our life. So that's a warning for week 2, or it's a good sign that that positive energy is coming in off of these things that you want to create. And then to clarify, we got the yin energy and the kick up your heels energy. So these cards would mean that during this change, regardless of if it's good or bad, just kick up your heels, have fun and joy, find that peace, find that rainbow, find your joy in life. Be open to receiving, because that's what the yin energy is. The yin energy is very guided by their gut feelings, being intuitive, kind of being calm through the storm, and taking it all in. And then we have truth be told. So I think this is more about those consequences that the truth is going to come out. You know, if someone was wearing a mask, or if you're giving that love and the joy. So whatever consequence that you're creating is going to manifest. And then to clarify that, we had all that glitters. All that glitters, to me, when I read this card, it does talk about the mask. This does also talk about seeking things outside of yourself to find that joy and peace, you know. And maybe it's coming to the understanding that that peace, the truth be told about it, is that it's not found outside of you. You know, like, yeah, when we co-create with people, I'm going to skip to the next card. We can create peace, you know, into our life, but for the most part, that peace is found within yourself, okay? So if you're looking for that peace from stuff around you, that's a good sign that you have a lot of healing to do, or you're being driven by desire or lack, okay? So I always like to tell people to be aware of the energy driving you. And I used to be driven by lack a lot. I used to be driven by being scared, not having that self-confidence. And when that was driving my energy, that was creating karma in my life. I wasn't creating the best world for me or anyone around me, okay? So this is diving deep, seeing the emotions, creating new, having a rebirth out of like maybe choppy, roughy water, maneuvering yourself. So like stingray swim, maneuver, be creative during this time, have self-reliance. So I think like this whole thing so far, I feel like is a combination of both. I feel like it's a combination of having that self-alliance to find that peace within yourself, but then also realizing that the energy that we carry within ourselves helps us co-create what's around us, okay? They say like we attract what we need in life to learn lessons. We also attract the energy that we carry within us for like karma versus dharma, okay? All that is created from within us. All right. And yeah, already. So then on week 4, we got the Queen of Bones. She is very self-reliant. When she's upright, you can tell there's snakes all over here. There's snake hair, she's wearing a snake dress. So this should be like shedding a new skin, realizing like the energy that we're giving out to others, how it affects others, realizing the energy that you carry within yourself. Maybe creating boundaries if there's others around you who, like, once we start to realize the energy that we, like, say I only give love, I only give love, I only give love, and then I'm receiving back, if she's like not upright, this is a very jealous, vindictive, someone who doesn't want to forgive, holds on to grudges. Like, so if this lady's coming at you, you want to create boundaries, like co-create and with her to create boundaries to create that peace in your life, okay? Or if you are her, like, figure out what you need to make yourself upright, to co-create better with others. And that could be anything like really small. One example that I always use in all of my classes that I teach, I actually teach an energy workshop that teaches you how to tap in to how you feel and what you think to create more love and joy in your life. So one of the examples that I use during that class is I used to have my kids empty out the dishwasher or load it. I used to have them have the spoons in one spot, the forks in another spot, the knives in another spot. And then when they would load it, it wasn't rinsed right and they weren't putting the silverware in right, and I was kind of like freaking out on them. So by me being kind of over controlling, I was creating negative energy in the house, and the kids wouldn't want to do their work, which then also I would get mad, like, why don't you want to do your work? Because every time they try to do their work, I was right behind them trying to tell them that it wasn't the proper way to do it. When really, I just decided to let that energy go. I gained a new perspective. Let's just see if they wash anyway. So now I tell my son, if you put them in the dishwasher, if they don't come clean, then it's your job to clean them, and we just created more flow in our life by just letting that one little energy of mine go within myself. Now my kids are more willing to do work because the house flows better. So I created more self-reliant, I created more peace within me, which really created more peace around me. All right. So for week 4, we actually got 2 cards. And this guy represents change, letting go of that part of you. So if you see a part of you that may be a lower energy or some perspective, or maybe it's another person, because this could go either way. If someone's giving you that energy, or if you're giving that energy, we need to be really conscious of that, and we need to try to let that go. Okay. And the clarifier that we got for that was the commitment card. So I always say have a commitment to yourself to be the best you that you can be, to have self-respect for yourself, and I always try to give the most loving, positive energies out. Okay. So then the rest of week 4, they wanted you to be aware that maybe trust issues is coming up, and that might be due to some inner child wounding. So if you had some hurt in your childhood, or somehow, like I had mentioned earlier about me with the spoons and the forks, if you have a mom or dad who always does that to you and hounds you, you kind of get worried about putting your true self out there, and that kind of gives you what creates these issues here. Okay, the trust issues. So good way to clear this is to do some inner child healing, inner child meditations. If you're realizing that you have trust issues, you can try to go back to the earliest point in which that you think they were created. So if you can pinpoint one thing at, say, age 3 or 4 or 5, go back and talk to that child and tell them how you created new boundaries with others to now keep them safe, that you won't let them live through that again. Or if you're you have the trust issues too, and you're projecting that at other people, and it's always good to see the wounding that we cause others by having this, okay? Because it's we co-create, everybody is one. I really think this whole spread wants you to be clear about co-creating, everybody being one. This trust issues can be created from childhood, but then we can project it out at other people, and then other people have to create boundaries, and so this is going to go either way for some of you. Some of you are going to see that and go deep, surrender to it, make those changes. Anytime that we shift out of a lower perspective, we are automatically gaining more peace within ourselves. We gain a higher vibration, which helps us bring in more good luck, more syncs, more signs into our life, okay? So every time that you see a pattern like that in your life, or you feel like a lower energy like this popping up, once we learn how to transform that and shift it, that's how you gain more peace and joy within yourself. Because one issue like this could be stemming and co-creating in so many aspects of your life, okay? This could be a deep, deep wounding, and you're finally getting to the bottom of it, and you're finally seeing it and feeling it everywhere. And then once you get to the bottom of it, it's just best to feel it, maybe have like a healing session to help dig and cut all the cords to that, do YouTube clearings for that. So yeah, there's lots of ways to clear and work on that. But the important thing is to like notice it first. All right. And then affirmations for June is, I am excited about the life I am creating. And I believe in my skills and my abilities. All right, then the last card that you got was called the Bright Destiny card. And on the card it says, just when the caterpillar thought the world was over, it became a butterfly. And in the book it says, it's okay to feel unclear or confused about what is happening in your life or within you at this time. It's like that because you're going through soul growth. Things will become clear in time. For now, however, let the process happen. Fear can make us try to force something that isn't quite ready yet. Don't try to impose a meaning, take action, or understand it all prematurely. Don't think too hard. When it's time for you to act, you'll know it. It's okay to relax and trust that the moment of clarity will come when the time is right. There is spiritual guidance on it, but this is when this wheel hits and you're going to fall into the yin energy. That's exactly taking that moment, taking that break, seeing things clearly, giving yourself time, okay? So now back to the spiritual guidance. It says, to become truly yourself, shining your divine beauty and light, you will go through a process of releasing what is no longer right and true for you. Like the caterpillar who sheds the chrysalis when it is time to emerge as the butterfly, you will let go of the person you once thought you needed to be. This can feel freeing. It can also seem frightening. You may feel crazy sometimes, trying to hold onto a past that is no longer available to you, and grasping for a future that is yet to be. Sometimes it can feel like a dark night of the soul filled with questioning and confusion. Others may not understand what is happening, and you may feel as though you can't really explain it either. In such times, we have to trust that all changes and uncertainty are part of the process of growth. Letting go in order to open up to something amazing and new. This is happening for you now. You don't have to be afraid. You're going through this because you are ready for it, even if you think you're not. There is a loving reason for all of it, even if you cannot see it right now. Put faith into the mystery. Trust the answers will come, and so will the joy that you have grown into. Stay true to your path and know that you have a bright destiny ahead. So that is true. Like I mentioned earlier, like once we let those pieces of ourselves go, it gets scary. You know, there's changes afoot, but embrace that and know, like once you let something heavier go within yourself, it just brings love and abundance and more joy into your life, okay? And if you're interested in knowing what decks I use, this one here, the Wisdom Oracle, the Inner Guidance, the Shaman cards, and this is a local girl who lives by me. And if you could take a moment to like and subscribe, I would appreciate it. If you would like a personal reading or healing session from me, all the information is in the box below. Everyone have a good month of June. Love ya. Bye.